Good morning, loves. Welcome back to Goddess Luvology Tarot. It is your favorite empath intuitive, Kim the Goddess, here to bring your spiritual message. I actually received this message a couple of days ago, and I'm going to deliver it to you guys today. But if you're new to my channel, welcome, my love. Any information that you need about myself or this space will be down in the description box below. Anything I forget to remember will be pinned down in the comments if they are open. I'm currently not taking personal readings. I will begin spiritual life coaching sessions very soon, and I will make that announcement. I also am going to be giving away free readings, and I will do a video for that as well. Okay, if you're returning, welcome back, my love. Thank you for your love, your patience, your support thus far. Please continue to share and spread the word so that we can grow our spiritual community. Now, I know everyone's been waiting on an update because when everything began, I did an update forecasting everything that will happen up until thus far. Throughout the year, I've been giving little, tidbits and information on my Twitter. That information is in the description box. There is a Twitter for Goddess Luvology, at Goddess Luvology on Twitter, where I also do daily messages as well, okay? So I will do the update for the next 6 months as far as what we can look forward to related to the economy, the pandemic, and everything that's going on, okay? So be looking out for that video, all right? So I've been seeing fives for myself and just for the collective. As I explained to you guys, we're going through a lot of shifts. We're going through a lot of changes, which you guys are starting to see and experience. A lot of those shifts and changes have to do with financial and material means and endeavors. So as I've been speaking to you guys, we've been going through this preparation, and we're preparing for the reset. Okay, so there's a couple of things that I want to speak to you guys about after I delivered the spiritual message, the spiritual guidance message that was delivered to me. So watch the full video. Okay, so the scripture that was shown to me was Proverbs 12, and I was going to pick out a specific verse, but this entire chapter speaks to a whole lot of stuff. And so I'm just going to read I'm just going to read a few verses, but I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So we're reading from Proverbs chapter 12. First verse: Whoso loveth instruction loveth knowledge, but he that hateth reproof is brutish. A good man obtaineth favor of the Lord, but a man of wicked devices will he condemn. A man shall not be established by wickedness, but the root of the righteous does not be moved. A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that maketh ashamed is as rotteth in his bones. The thoughts of the righteous are right, but the counsels of the wicked are deceit. The words of the wicked are to lie in wait for blood, but the mouth of the upright shall deliver them. The wicked are overthrown and are not, but the house of the righteous shall stand. A man shall be commended according to his wisdom, but he that is of a perverse heart shall be despised. He that is despised and hath a servant is better than he that honoreth himself and lacketh bread. A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. He that tilleth his land shall be satisfied with bread, but he that followeth vain persons is void of understanding. The wicked desireth the net of evil men, but the root of the righteous yieldeth fruit. The wicked is snared by transgression of his lips, but the just shall come out of trouble. A man shall be satisfied with good by the fruit of his mouth, and the recompense of a man's hand shall be rendered unto him. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. A fool's wrath is presently known, but a prudent man covereth shame. He that speaketh the truth sheweth forth righteousness, but a false witness deceit. There is that speaketh like the piercings of a sword, but the tongue of the wise is health. The lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is not but for a moment. I think that is the main verse, that verse 19. The lip of truth shall be established forever, but the lying tongue is but for a moment. I'll give mine once I finish. Deceit is in the heart of them that imagine evil, but to the counselor of peace is joy. There shall no evil happen to the just. No evil shall happen to the just, but the wicked shall be filled with mischief. Lying lips are abomination to the Lord, but they that deal truly are his delight. A prudent man concealeth knowledge, but the heart of fools proclaimeth foolishness. The hand of the diligent shall bear rule, but the slothful shall be under tribute. Heaviness is the heart of the man, maketh it stoop, but a good word maketh it glad. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduces them. The slothful man roasteth not that which he took in hunting, but the substance of a diligent man is precious. In the way of the righteousness is life, and in the pathway thereof there is no death. So this chapter speaks to a whole lot about seeking wisdom, about seeking wise counsel, about not turning away from the truth. It's basically saying that those that not only false prophesy, but people that turn their ear to what the actual truth is will live in blindness, and they will struggle. Is what I've been preaching to you guys since the beginning of this pandemic. Everything that I've given to you, all the information that I've given to you guys has come directly from Spirit, not from myself. So that's why it will come off as if I'm preaching, or I call it divine guidance, because it's coming from the divine. And everything I've been saying has been preparing you guys for what we are dealing with, and also trying to teach you guys how to live this life full of joy and peace, and a life where your cups runneth over, through the word and through these messages that I'm trying to deliver to you guys. So it's also on me to not harbor on those that are set in trying to find contradictions in what I'm saying, those that look to ridicule me or to gossip and rumor and spread those lies. All I'm doing is spreading the word, and I'm trying to deliver what the parts of the Bible that should have been taught, to teach you guys how to live spiritually free. Okay? So what brought upon this was I was going to do a video on the truth about financial freedom, right? And Spirit had to correct me on this, because I felt like there was no such thing. And the correction was that if you live in the United States, or you live in a governed country or place where money is taking precedence over everything, then the thought of financial freedom is not realistic, right? If you live in those places, it's time to get into the mind frame of smart wealth. That was the main message that I wanted to deliver, right? So even within the system that we live in, it's based off debt. So we have to keep that in mind, y'all, that it's based off debt. It's a cycle of debt. So there's always going to be an obligation at some level when you live in certain places. Even in America, we see all of these millionaires, we see billionaires. Yes, they may own their house. Yes, they may own their land. Yes, they may own their cars. But in some type of way, there is some type of obligation that they have, either to bills, like keeping the lights on, keeping those type of things on, or there's some type of obligation or debt to the government to pay taxes and all of these things. So smart wealth is the key to living a comfortable life and making smart investments that will reap benefits of longitude, not just seasonal crop, right? And we have to understand that if we are not going to find a way to move or relocate to a place where we can not only be free financially but free mentally, then we have to think in a way and start to make moves to live a life that makes us as comfortable as possible. Right? So it's going to be important that we are realistic about our expectations and we learn how to throw those expectations out of the door, because there are levels and it is impossible to live debt free in a debt-based system. So if you are not smart and disciplined to plan each step in action, you need to learn how to anticipate each obstacle and decide if it's a big, small, right now, can wait until later type of obstacle. Discipline is what we lack most because of the signs and answers and distractions that we receive and that we face every day. I'm sorry, y'all. We fail to see a lot that we actually can pinpoint the warning signs from a higher sight. So if we elevate our mind, if we look at things from a higher perspective, if we get in tune with our higher selves and we connect with our higher selves, if we connect with our spirit guide, we receive warnings, we receive signs, we receive symbols, and they come in not just numbers, they come in messages, they come via animals. They come in different ways, but we have to release those distractions in order to see them, right? So if we turn on that tunnel vision towards our goals, then that also eliminates those distractions, right? So we need to learn how to play the game at each level when it comes to smart wealth and financial intelligence. And don't get comfortable on that level. Just continue to level up, right? So I want you guys to ask yourself, what do you need to cut out to advance to the next level? What do you need to sacrifice? And as far as sacrifice, I mean, what do you need to sacrifice in terms of your time, your energy, and your resources to help you get to those goals? So all of the people that you hear out here preaching financial freedom, they have these ways that you can make millions of money. I see a lot of that on YouTube. They run those ads because they make money off of those ads, right? And a lot of times when we see these things are pyramid schemes. So, and they use the audience. They get paid off of your views. They get paid off of the audience. That's what Proverbs 12 is speaking about as well. Using that discernment and being able to recognize what real, true abundance, prosperity, and wealth really is. So don't get caught up in these traps. Live for you. Take the actions that are necessary for you to reach a point of smart wealth and living comfortable. Okay? So that was the message that I needed to deliver to you guys regarding this particular subject. The next video will be our update for the next 6 months, what we can expect. If you listen to this entire message, I really, really appreciate it. Please, y'all, hit the like button. Please share this video. Also, subscribe to support. I want you guys to be blessed and stay blessed because you are blessed. Namaste.